Rancho Vista, or Mount View.
Vaughn's can help you make the holidays sparkle with delectable Safeway Select gourmet appetizers. They'll make all your gatherings just as merry as they can be. Vaughn's, ingredients for life.
This is Sam Bass live at Rady Children's Hospital for the Holiday of Miracles Radiothon. You know, normally when you're listening to me, it's lots and lots and lots of music. But today it's kind of special because we're here to help raise money for Rady Children's Hospital, the Radiothon. And you got to know that when you make your pledge, and all it takes is a minimum pledge of $15 a month to become a Rady Children's hero, that pledge is going to help save lives. And I'm sitting opposite a young man who basically owes his life not only to his will to survive, his will to live, but to the excellent care he received at Rady Children's Hospital. Patrick Betters. Patrick's going to be graduating next year from Cal State San Marcos. And Patrick, how old were you when you came to Rady's and was told the prognosis?
When I first came to Rady's and got diagnosed, I was 17 years old. It was 3 days after my 17th birthday.
And what was the diagnosis?
Non-Hodgkin's T-cell lymphoma, cancer of the immune system.
Remember how you felt when the doctor told you?
Yeah, basically the only time I'd ever heard of cancer before was when every one of my relatives that had it had passed away. And I basically just thought the doctors were kind of telling me I was dying.
How did you feel?
I felt like I kind of lost everything, and I felt like my life was kind of closing and kind of felt like it was taken away from me just at that moment.
When did you start feeling hope?
As soon as I started treatment and started realizing and like researching more and realizing that there's a lot of kids that actually do get diagnosed, and the doctor kind of helped me to realize that like the chances were a lot higher than I assumed, obviously not knowing much about it.
Did you find that the doctors and the nurses here at Rady Children's Hospital helped inspire your hope and your belief that you were going to make it?
Definitely. The doctors and nurses they definitely walked me through everything and always explained to me what was going on and how everything was going. And my doctor took hours upon hours of making sure I had the best care possible.
Now, in the event that we have parents and children listening, as we do, what message would you give to a mom and a dad, or maybe a teenage kid like yourself, or as you used to be, you're 22 years old now, strapping young man, what would you tell them who may be thinking they're going to be going through something similar to what you did?
All you can do is have hope. There's always a chance, and having a positive attitude and knowing that you're going to make it is probably the best thing. And just, you have to take life for everything you have, and you have to appreciate every day that you do have, because you never know when something like this is going to happen. And it made me realize that life is a very fragile and important thing that everyone kind of takes advantage of in a way, and everyone kind of just lives day by day trying to do things that really aren't as important as life in itself.
Absolutely. Every day is a gift. And not only did you have the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, you came down with an infection that up until you got it, nobody else had ever survived, I believe.
Yeah, it was Mucor, and yeah, the hospital kind of told my parents that the chances of me surviving were pretty slim. And when I did get diagnosed with that, I also had no immune system.
You got some pretty amazing care here at Rady Children's, didn't you?
Yeah, the doctor worked endless hours to figure out the best care, calling specialists all around the country and figuring out the best possible scenario for me to survive.
You ever get the feeling that maybe God has plans for you?
Yeah, definitely. God definitely has a plan for me, and I definitely can't waste that.
Well, I know that you're going to graduate next year. What do you think that plan is?
Well, as of right now, I'm currently working on a childhood cancer patient blog for childhood cancer patients to go on, and a lot of times during treatment, I felt alone and like no one else could understand, and I always wanted to express something. And now that I've survived, I feel like I have a lot to give back and a lot to offer to other patients, and I don't want anyone to ever feel alone. So I've started this blog that patients can go on and just say anything they feel, or anytime they ever feel alone, they can go on and just write whatever they feel and have other patients come on and say they felt the same way, because just having that by itself is something amazing. And then from that, I hope to start a nonprofit childhood cancer research fund and hopefully make that a very successful thing to get a lot of money towards childhood cancer research.
Ever get a feeling in a strange way maybe cancer was a gift?
Yeah, I definitely think it was a gift. I wouldn't take back any of it ever, because it led me to exactly where I am today, and I feel like my life is a lot more meaningful now that I can help people and inspire people than it was before when I was in high school, just focused on wrestling and just living. Now I know there's a path that I need to take, and I can't let anything get in the way.
God bless you, Patrick.
Thank you.
It's an honor to sitting here and talking to you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. So you see where your pledges are going to go. They're going to help save lives like Patrick's. The number to call, 1-800-258-0007. Remember, every dollar pledged up until 1 o'clock will be matched by Kiwanis. Our Illumina pledge line number, once again, 1-800-258-0007.
Every child deserves to get well. Be a Rady Children's hero. Please call the pledge lines and make miracles happen at 1-800-258-0007.